Normally, it can take anywhere from 2 to 7 days for your body to go into ketosis. Depending on your body, your activity level, and what you're eating, you could be the unlucky one waiting the full 7 days. Or you can just take all the tips that I'm about to share with you, apply them, and ensure that you reach ketosis in the shortest amount of time possible for your body. Also, if you've messed up your ketogenic diet recently, this video will help you get right back into ketosis quickly. The first hack is to do a fast, but not just any kind of fast. This is what's called a fat fast. Fasting in general is one of the fastest ways to get into ketosis, and it's fairly easy to understand why. Ketosis is a process that's happening in the body every single day, regardless of the total number of carbs that you eat. It just may be happening at a very small scale. For example, when you go to sleep, your body still needs energy, but it has to go hours without food, so the body will burn fat and create molecules known as ketones to provide that energy. By eating a low-carb, high-fat diet, this process is amplified, and that's what we all know as ketosis. So this is where fasting comes into play. A great way to get right into ketosis is by depleting the body of carbohydrates and proteins, which will ultimately break down into glucose. The good news is that your body's already depleting glucose to be used as energy all the time. So all you have to do to get into ketosis faster is avoid adding any extra macros that will be converted into glucose. You can do that with a 24-hour water fast, or you could do a fat fast. And this actually leads right into the second hack, which is to increase your healthy fat intake. By consuming more healthy fats, you're going to boost your ketone levels and reach ketosis faster. With a fat fast, you can accomplish just that. It involves eating somewhere between 800 to 1,000 calories per day, with roughly 90% of those calories coming from good sources of fat. This helps your body make an easier, faster transition into using fat as your primary source of energy. If a full 24-hour fast is a little too difficult for you, and a fat fast is also still too difficult, then try to go for some intermittent fasting while still applying the same ketogenic principles of a high-fat, low-carb, low to moderate protein diet. Speaking of protein, this is another huge mistake that people make on keto that you can avoid to get right into ketosis faster. For the ketogenic diet, we want to keep our protein intake levels low to moderate. For maximum fat loss, I recommend you stay in the range of about 0.5 gram to 0.75 gram of protein per pound of body weight. For keto, we don't really want to go higher than that because protein, just like carbohydrates, will ultimately be converted by the body into glucose. So by having too much protein, you'll throw yourself out of ketosis the same way that you could do it with, for example, carbs. That's why it's so important that you keep your protein at an adequate level, not too high to where you're eliminating the possibility of ketosis, and not too low because you do obviously still need protein, especially if you're active, to rebuild your muscles. And that brings me to the next tip, which is to maintain a high level of activity when your goal is to enter ketosis faster. Once again, remember that ketosis will only occur after you've fully depleted your body of glycogen stores. Your body likes to store unused glycogen in your muscles and your liver. And since we're already eating a low-carb diet and keeping our protein levels low to moderate, we're not going to be replenishing any of those glycogen stores anytime soon, right? So that's all great and all, but what can we do about the glycogen that's already stored? How do we get it out of there faster so we can transition right into ketosis? The answer is exercise, especially high-intensity exercise that's done on an empty stomach. Even though you won't burn any more calories exercising in a fasted state than you would in a fed state, working out fasted has been shown in studies to increase ketone levels. By working out fasted, you can help increase what's called fat mobilization, which is a crucial step in the fat loss process. Even if you don't want to work out, let's say in a fasted state, keep in mind working out in general will help you deplete glycogen faster. Also, the type of workout that's most demanding on your glycogen stores is weight training and other forms of anaerobic training. So you want to do weight training to get into ketosis faster, not steady state cardio, because that's a form of aerobic training. The last tip is to increase your intake of medium chain triglycerides, otherwise known as MCTs. These MCTs are a type of fatty acid that your body can turn into ketones easily while avoiding an insulin spike. One of the most popular ones right now for keto is to buy pure MCT oil, which is supposed to be super easy to digest and absorb, and it pretty much skips your stomach and goes straight to your liver to be converted to energy faster than most other oils. If you don't want to use MCT oil, there are other natural oils primarily made up of medium chain triglycerides, like certain dairy products, coconut, and palm kernel oil. But just keep in mind that the highest MCT content out of all of those fat sources goes to coconut oil, with about 15% of its fat being medium chain triglycerides. With MCT oil, you get 100%, so theoretically the MCT oil should work better for ketone production. Other than MCT oil, I don't recommend you supplement with anything else to get into ketosis. A lot of those supplements are the bullshit fad supplements that you shouldn't be taking or getting. You should just avoid them. Stuff like raspberry ketones and other supplements that promise to get you into ketosis faster are selling you straight up lies. Avoid them. Just to recap, get into ketosis faster. In order to do it, number 1, you could do a regular fast or a fat fast. Number 2, consume more healthy sources of fat. Number 3, keep your protein intake at the right level, usually aiming for about half a gram to about 3/4 of a gram per pound of body weight to start. Number 4, increase your activity level, especially in the form of weight training. Also try a couple fasted workouts. And number 5, try to increase your intake of medium chain triglycerides. The easiest way to do that is by using MCT oil. That's it. I really hope this video has helped you out. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click the link below in the description to visit my website, gravitytransformation.com, where we have done for you fat loss programs that are proven to work. See you guys soon.